Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to the videos? Another paid request, this time for Jade. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, commentaries, reviews, reactions, re-reviews, whatever, pretty much anything, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for the Michael Jackson album, simply titled Michael. Now, this album came out after he passed away, posthumously as they call it. And there's a bit of controversy, for what I understand, with this album, because there's a couple songs that, depending which... You find these on YouTube, of course, but when it first came out, I believe there were 10 songs. But then if you bought some later ones, there were only 7 songs, because there's about 3 songs that there's a bit of controversy of, did Michael really sing these songs? Those songs were Monster, trying to remember, Monster, Keep Your Head Up, I believe, and I think Breaking News. I think there's controversy, like, did he really sing this stuff? Did he not sing this stuff? Was it really Michael Jackson's voice? Was it a Michael Jackson impersonator? They named the guy, and the guy said, no, I had nothing to do with it. So I guess that's up to the viewer as to whether that was really him or not. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what they were, the 3 songs. I think those were the 3. And I don't know, I mean, they sounded like Michael to me, but if you did good enough impersonator, it'd be the same thing. And I know the Sony, or whoever the hell released the company, I forget if it was Sony, I forget who, they said, no, it is Michael, and, you know, I don't know what this controversy is about. Now, the title of the songs is Hold My Hand, Hollywood Tonight, Keep Your Head Up, I Like the Way You Love Me, Monster featuring 50 Cent, Best of Joy, Breaking News, Another Day featuring Lenny Kravitz, Behind the Mask, and Much Too Soon. And I would say I agree with the critics where it's a bit of a mixed bag. It's definitely no Thriller or Bad or Dangerous. You can see why these songs were not really either released before or worked on as much as before. It's not like a lot of these songs really blew ass or anything. It's just, there's only a handful of songs that I didn't mind. Well, most of them I didn't mind, but truly liked. I would say the first song, Hold My Hand, I did not... I liked that one. Let's go through Hold My Hand featuring Atkin, Akon, A-K-O-N. It has a nice beat. Lyrics work well about friendship. Has this chorus background that works well. It feels very uplifting. On the flip side, I agree with people. It reminds you of Hootie and the Blowfish. You hold my hand. I want you to hold my hand. And I would say I prefer that song over this. So again, that's really my only nitpick, is that it reminds me a bit much of the Hootie and the Blowfish song, and I prefer that one. Although again, MJ's voice is excellent, has a nice beat to it. I like the chorus background. But again, there's a part of me that does remind me a little bit of that Hootie and the Blowfish song. Hollywood Tonight, it's there, has a little bit of that Billie Jean feel to it. Michael's voice sounds a little bit deeper, which is an interesting choice. Another interesting choice is that there's whistling at the end. Like I said, not a bad song to listen to, but the same, not a song I would listen to over and over again. Like I said, it has a little bit of that Billie Jean feel. Keep Your Head Up, that's one of the songs that people are not sure if it's really Michael Jackson's voice or not his voice. You have lyrics like, I wish that love would come today, keep your head up to the sky, keep your mind to stay alive. I thought it was decent. That's another one that had a nice chorus to it. Again, not a bad song to listen to. Like I said, there's controversy whether it's MJ's voice. It sounds like Michael Jackson to me, but like I said, if you get the right impersonator, it should be sounded like the right. So I don't know for sure. That'll be up to you, the viewer. I like the way you love me. I don't mind the piano background. Has a bit of an R&B feel to it. I'm not really into R&B music. I'm the guy that's into rock and roll or heavy metal or maybe pop rock or like rap. It depends. Country music, it depends. Like all that stuff, it depends. R&B is one of those that I'm less likely to listen to. I mean, it's not the worst. Polka for me is the worst, but like I said, the piano background made it feel a little bit more unique compared to the other songs. Monster I actually liked. Monster I actually didn't mind. And I like the sort of more fervent energy to it. He's an animal, you're giving you all, they're watching you fall. Kind of a take on the media and how the media is constantly looking at Michael as this monster. I thought that, again, common thing I keep saying is when the chorus has a nice beat to it, is that's the only thing you'll hear repeated over and over again within a song. I didn't even mind the 50 Cent rap segment. I mean, I don't listen to a lot of 50 Cent. Acting wise, I think he ain't worth 5 cents, let alone 50 cents. But the rap segment didn't mind it. I liked the music instruments used within the song. I would say that and Hold My Hand would be my two favorite songs on the CD, the album. Best of Joy. Last time I talked about Michael Jackson was the Thriller 40th anniversary, and there's a song he did for Richard Pryor's The Toy, which has some very weird lyrics, but they're weird because the movie itself, referencing what the movie was about. If you know Richard Pryor's The Toy, you know the plot of the film is a bit weird. So it took that same beat, because that song wasn't used for the movie, and used it for a different song, Best of Joy, and the lyrics a little bit more, a little less weird. I am your joy, your best of joy. I am the moonlight, you are the spring. Our lives are a sacred thing. See, I can't sing for shit. Because the toy was like, I am your toy, you are my boy. And it's like, it's Richard Pryor's The Toy. It's about a little kid that buys Richard Pryor up because he's a rich little fuck. And then they become friends. So it's like, to make a song out of that, it'd be weird no matter what. So I think this is the better decision, Best of Joy. It seems and sounds less awkward. Breaking News, that's another one that I didn't care for. I get the idea where it's supposed to be him going up against the tabloid media. And actually, I'm not sure if Monster... Actually, I'm not sure if Monster was the one that there was discussion whether it was MJ's voice or not. Because I know it was three of them. It was Breaking News... It was Keep Your Head Up, and I can't remember what the third one was. Was it Monster, or was it Another Day? I can't remember which. But I know Breaking News was one of them. And like, it's hard to tell because the pitch of the song is a bit weird. The way Michael Jackson's voice is pitched, or non-Michael Jackson's voice is pitched. It just made it not really a fun song to listen to. Just the pitch of the voice is just a bit wonky that they were trying to go for in this. I didn't mind some of the lyrics. No matter what, you just want to read it again. No matter what, you just want to feed it again. Pretty much how the tabloids eat up all possible gossip and news. I will admit, people, this will be a controversial statement. With all the allegations, I kind of wish he would have did a song fighting against that, where it showcases his rage, his anger, his... Maybe they thought, nah, don't even touch that, but at the same time, I don't think he did those things. And be like, no, you don't want to accuse me? Fuck you. You know, that kind of anger reaction, but just one of those just wanted to ignore it. And the way to put into it is the talking about the media and the tabloids. But yeah, breaking news I didn't really care for. Another day, you have a little bit of Lenny Kravitz type of guitar. And the credits, it said that Dave Grohl did the drums, but then he said, no, I didn't. Like, I went in for it, and I did drumming, but they didn't use mine. They used another person's drumming. Dave Grohl, I believe, from the Foo Fighters and other stuff. And he's like, they put my name on it, even though they didn't use my version of the drumming, so that wasn't cool. Which I agree. Again, it depends how you feel about Lenny Kravitz. I'm indifferent on him, so the song itself was a bit indifferent on. Behind the Mask, I liked the version of the song better on the Thriller 40th anniversary album. I liked the tone of the song. It felt more like a synth pop 80s feel to it with that version of Behind the Mask. This one, they changed it up a bit, and I just wasn't a fan of the way it was changed up. Like I said, I think that the Thriller 40th one sounded better to me. And then Much Too Soon, like I said, trying to be a bit different because you got MJ's voice, but then you have a softer background where you get instruments not typical of Michael Jackson being used, harmonicas, accordions. So, I don't know, I can appreciate wanting to do something a bit different, but at the same time, it's like, that's not really what I go for in Michael Jackson songs, is accordions and harmonicas. And this, I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag. I can't say I was like a huge fan of it. I mean, like I said, probably nothing would ever touch Bad and Dangerous and Thriller for albums. I mean, it was interesting to listen to. Like I said, Hold My Hand, despite the fact it made me want to re-listen to Hootie and the Blowfish's Hold My Hand. I want you to hold my hand, the best that I did. Monster, with a little bit of 50 Cent there, not too bad of a song. Best of Joy, more of a sweeter tone to it. Hollywood Tonight likes a little bit more Billie Jean feel to it. Keep Your Head Up, again, despite the controversial, was it not his voice, I still thought that was a pretty decent one. Like I said, the chorus was fitting for the song. And I don't know what else to say. It's one of those where I don't... Maybe Hold My Hand and Monster I will listen to again. The others, listen to them once. Not sure if I would ever listen to them again. If I said, like I said, my favorite songs would be Monster and Hold My Hand. The worst song, I guess I would go with Breaking News. Just the idea, the tone, the pitch of the voice, it wasn't really that entertaining to listen to, at least to me. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later.